Hello everyone, this is Ron for Kind of Nerdy, and we will be shifting away from the X-Men for a few issues here and going to from Marvel to DC. And so I thought I would do a series of videos on the Sinestro Corps War. So this is the first part of it. It's Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Special #1. Came out. It was the dated August of 2007. So this is an 11-year-old story, and it's the rise of the Sinestro Corps, and it will eventually lead into the into to Blackest Night. Okay, it says the war begins, and we see the big giant purple head of Sinestro on the cover, and he has all the different members of the Green Lantern Corps uh, pierced through the heart, hanging on stakes. So, clickbait. Alright, so going to the first page. Now, this one's not going to have any ads, so I won't be reading any ads. So, anyways, it says, I have been to every corner of every sector of the universe, and I have learned one thing. The universe needs to change. We live in a place rotting with hedonism and chaos, a place untamed of morality, devoid, a place of darkness. When I was inducted into the Green Lantern Corps, I believed I had finally escaped the darkness. I worked hard to validate the Power Rings selection. I tore my home planet of Korugar free from sin. I brought order and vowed to do the same for the rest of Sector 1417, and then the course, and then with the core support, the rest of the universe. For a time, the Guardians even called me the greatest of the Green Lanterns, until an Earthman I trained took everything from me. Hal Jordan called me a fascist for the order I bestowed upon Korugar. I was stripped of my ring, labeled the first renegade of the Green Lantern Corps. I was banished to the underbelly of the universe, the antimatter universe, and delivered back into darkness for the rest of my life. So we have here Sinestro, and he's buck naked. And I find it interesting. He looks like he's been branded with the Green Lantern logo, and I can't. And it's really interesting. And he looks emaciated. If you look at him, how skinny he is, you know. And he's just got this Sinestro Corps ring on the ground. It's like he's praying to it. And he's sweating bullets. I felt fear, and I was blinded by its brilliance. I believed fear to be part of the chaos I abhor, but it was more controlling than all the willpower in the universe, and it would be mine. Raynor is a fool. I will slice the creature's chest open and rip out his useless heart. No, you will respect him. Damn right, Green Arrow says hi. You will be mine, Alley Rat, and the universe. So he's reminiscing about a battle with Hal Jordan, with actually Kyle Rayner and Hal Jordan. The universe will change. The Green Lantern Corps will change in blackest day, in brightest night. Boom! Beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power. Sinestro's might. That's the first time that I ever saw the Sinestro Corps oath, and he's just bursting with Sinestro with yellow energy. Now, before this time, there actually was not a Sinestro Corps. It was just Sinestro with his yellow power ring. But times have changed. Earth. What makes a hero better? We have the reverse flash here. Is it villains you face, Batman? crack, 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 crack. The things you ventured from Superman, or the mistakes you made Wonder Woman. Enough with this self-help Zoom. There, where the hell is Sinestro? My name is Hal Jordan. I'm an officer in the Green Lantern Corps, Sector 2814. I protect and serve over 138 planets, including Earth. And for some reason, Earth gets most of the alien despots and extraterrestrial parasites. Kyle tells me our lives are like Star Wars meets the X-Files. I miss the Exiles. During that time, he was actually possessed by Parallax, and he was also dead, so he was not alive during the time of the X-Files, or not interested in it anyways, because he was possessed by Parallax, the living embodiment of fear. Sinestro was a card-carrying member of the secret society alongside you last year. Where'd he fly off to, Zolomon? Sinestro told me what happened to you, Green Lantern, helped deputy you through a test like I put the Flash through one. He put you through a test like the Flash, I put the Flash through. When they run the words like that, they're supposed to make it. They're insinuating, he's talking really fast, but it's hard sometimes when they run the words all together. You gave in to your fears. You let them take control of you. You murdered your fellow officers and hurt the people you called friends. But you dragged yourself up and out of your mud and blood, and you have been humbled because of your fall into darkness. You are better for it. Green Lantern, let me play bad cop. I wonder, will you ever be the greatest again? He's trying to manipulate Green Lantern by talking smack to him. And what of more important do you wish to be? There's Vixen. Damn, that rodent's fast. Have you heard any official yes from Flash yet? How the hell did he break free? The objects I create aren't indestructible, Hot Girl. I'm surprised you held him that long, though thought your ring didn't work on Yellow. So we have Hot Girl and Green Lantern and Black Lightning. Only if you're a rookie, Lightning. And this old man's been ring-slinging since I was in diapers. And that's Arsenal, a.k.a. Speedy Green Arrow's former sidekick. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Red Tornado and Black Canary. It's a joke, ready? Her. Ha. Oh, it says ha. The yellow ring that you encountered said I was chosen because I had the ability to instill great fear. It wanted to recruit me into something called the Sinestro Corps. Sounds lovely. What's next, Lantern? You've chased down every lead on the planet and come up dry. I appreciate the help, but I don't think the Sinestro Corps is Earth's problem. One of my pet peeves is when people pronounce corpse, C-O-R-P-S. It's pronounced core. When I was a kid in junior high school, I was in the California Cadet Corps, which is a little it's kind of like the ROTC, but it's for junior high kids and not high school kids. And it was called the California Cadet Corps, and I got told off by a officer in the Corps when I called it the Cadet Corps. And so from that time on, it's been one of my pet peeves of pronouncing when people call it corpse. It's the Green Lantern's Space Sector 424. Boom! Blasphemy. It cut right through you, through that light, Church. Do you believe it to be the Spider Guild again, Graf Torin? Calm yourself and find your center, Vode M. The ring reacts poorly to a lost soul. Rings scan that light church for damage. Vacuum seal breached at level 6. Gravity field down. Life forms in danger. Ah! Warning, Green Lantern in pursuit. Hey! So we have a Sinestro core ring speeding through space and encountering Green Lanterns. You lanterns need a hand? My name is Kyle Rayner. A few years ago, I stumbled out of a bar into an alley. A guardian named Ganthet tossed me a power ring and said I was the last of the Green Lantern Corps. They're space cops. Of course, today the guardians say I'm more than just a space cop. Space cop. I'm their great experiment. A Green Lantern with no ring? It's a miracle. No, Void M. He has the power source inside him. His soul? You know, it's funny. He is the angel of the Corps. The Guardians call him Ion, the next evolution of the Green Lantern. I never liked cops, not until Hal and the Corps came back. It's Kyle Rayner, and I'm no angel. It was the first time I really felt like I belonged to something. I wasn't the artistic kid in school or the rookie out of the league. I was one of the guys. Until I was infused with the power of Ion. Warning, Green Lantern in pursuit. What are you doing in our sector, Kyle Rayner? No, this buzzing noise woke me up. I followed the noise to your sector, and I can still hear it. It's in every direction, all around us. What hit that church? Gotcha. What is that, Kyle? A yellow power ring. You do not have the ability to instill great fear. Crack! And breaks free of the green sphere. Recalibrating course for space sector 304. It wants to go to sector 304. That's over 100 sectors away. Why? Because it's just passing through this one. You have not been chosen. Like the rest of them. Look at all those Sinestro core rings speeding through the universe. Space Sector 3. Bedovian. This is Arkilo. It's time to wake up. And he gets the yellow power ring. Space Sector 0, Oa. How did he learn the secret of the 52? Hank Henshaw was imprisoned at the age of Space Sector 3601. He was bonded to the source wall, the barrier between this universe and the next. He has admitted traveling beyond the wall into the bleed before being retrieved by the Manhunters. So he knows of the 52. He knows that upon Earth now rests 51 more parallel Earths, and beyond the universe 51 parallel universes. And he knows that that if Earth is ever annihilated, it will start a chain reaction that will destroy the others. The multiverse will collapse, leaving out our opposite antimatter universe in existence. So Hank Henshaw is the cyborg Superman. He appeared in the Reign of the Superman after the supposed death of Superman, rather. And so he looks like a burnout husk because you can see all you see is ribs and things like that, like he's missing parts. Well, obviously it is because he's missing an arm and things like that. So, and yet he's still being held. He's being held prisoner on Oa, in the center of the universe, where by the Guardians of the Universe. Perhaps that is what Hank Henshaw desires. He shares the Manhunter's disdain for life. His past crimes say as much. He killed millions when he destroyed Coast City, and in doing so, he instilled great fear in Hal Jordan, leaving him susceptible to the yellow impurity. Even now, though, Coast City has been rebuilt. Schools are a tenth full. Dwellings lie empty. Fear keeps many away. Without life there will be no fear or avarice or hate. Without life there is also no hope or compassion or love. The Green Lantern Corps is about maintaining order, Saeed. Leave emotion out of it. Out of it? The greatest powers in the universe are manifested from emotion. Our power comes from the willpower of the sentient life. Now I ask, fellow Guardians, if a being such as this has gained the knowledge of the 52, who else has? No one else will, Saeed. Hank Henshaw is our prisoner. We cannot keep him forever. You forget our place, Ganthet. We are immortal, and we are the guardians of the universe. We can do whatever we like. A face of metal and flesh shall speak of the secrets of the 52. Fear will rise, willpower will gather, and a war of light will unleash the truth behind the power of the ring. You quote the forbidden chapter of the Book of Oa, Saeed. Yes, I quote the prophecy of the cosmic revelations, the blackest night. Spoiler alert! No. Look at the signs. They are all around us. That prophecy is more important to the future of the Green Lantern Corps than the secret of the 52. Perhaps it is time to inform our officers of Avon Sewer's discovery. Avon Sewer was fed an inane prophecy by our enemies on the planet Yasmalt. He foolishly believed their lies, and it led to his demise. The blackest night is not the future, Ganthet. It is a fable designed to instill fear among us. Nothing more. We accept the responsibility of the 52, but we will deny the prophecy of the blackest night. We all deny it. You turn your backs on the prophecy just as you did the yellow impurity. The core was nearly destroyed because of it. Enough, Ganthet. You and Salak return to Cyborg Superman to his science cell. This interrogation is over. He killed 32 Green Lanterns. So, it's interesting. The Book of Oa is supposed to be basically the Bible of the Green Lantern Corps. It's the Bible that the Guardians of the Universe live by, and yet they choose not to believe one part of it. And in a way that is a lot like Christianity and other religions. That the so-called Christianity were the ones where people leave out the parts they don't like, and they only want to do the warm, fuzzy parts. They don't want to go by the whole part of it. And so, and in a way, if you think about Star Wars, where there's the prophecy, the one that would bring balance to the Force, and yet the Jedi Council didn't want to believe it. This is what you've been teaching, yet you don't want to believe it when it happens. That's what happens when you're in a faith of something, and yet you lack the faith to believe in it when it happens. That's just my little preaching for the day. The science cells. We have a green box here and somebody looking at. Who is he? A boy. A Kryptonian boy from a dead world. A boy killed 32 Green Lanterns? That's more than Hal Jordan. That was Parallax, rookie, not Jordan. This looks like a little bulldog with a power ring. I don't know what the other guy looks like, a stretched out dog or something. Study your damn Book of Oa. Hope you're having fun in their kid. My ass sends its love. Hey, Salak, where are you? Heh. He sends him a picture of a projection of Supergirl blowing him a kiss. Ganthet, why are you whispering? I can't. Ganthet, yo, Salak. Been looking for you everywhere. Jordan, Stewart, and Rayner are here. They need to speak to the Guardians. The Guardians' schedule is full today, Gardner. What do we got to do to see these guys? Bring them the witch's broomstick. This is important, Sal. Starts with sin and ends with Estro. Guy Gardner is like the worst Green Lantern, yet he's the best too, because he's so freaking funny. He doesn't care. He's got this attitude of just being a being a douchebag, but yet he's he's still, when it comes to push comes to shove, he's still a great Green Lantern. Don't care what Kilowog says, I wouldn't turn my back on Jordan. Ion on the other team, on our team, the core ain't even gonna go dim. Stewart couldn't beat Yellow like a sprockin' rookie, and Zanshi went boom. Keep that yellow ring hidden, Kyle. We don't want to start a panic. When's the last time you saw a group of Green Lanterns panic, Al? Just the same, let's... Boom, guy bumps into the devil. uh, oh, goody, it's Hal Jordan's friend. Any luck with... goody, I'm Hal Jordan's friend. Any luck with Salak? He's trying to get us in, though. Though, truth be told, we should just bypass the red tape. We already got the one guy the Guardians will crack their door open for right here. Their precious torchbearer. Hell, let's just have the great and powerful Ion bend over while the Guardians pucker up and kiss his glowing green butt. And oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to say. You're trying to start trouble again, Keegan? This is our table, Earthman. It's fine, John. Come on. I'm used to the Guardians keeping us waiting. I understand. I've got 7,200 officers to deal with, but allowing that to go on, the Lost Lanterns have their reasons. I can take a few glares and a handful of words. I'm friends with Guy Gardner. And then we go back over here. Oh, goody. I'm friends with Hal Jordan's... I'm Hal Jordan's friend. Any luck with Salak? Okay, so we got to that. Knock it off, guy. Sorry, kid. He didn't mean anything by it. You okay? You okay, Kyle? I was supposed to hear my mom's will today. I didn't expect that or want anything, but I remembered on the way there was a painting she had hanging in the living room when I was growing up. It was the only color in the house. I used to stare at it for hours. What was it of? A boy in a field? We used to make up stories about him, how he was lost and trying to find his way home, but he couldn't find anyone to help him. I don't remember. How'd the story end? I don't remember. What the hell? We welcome the lost. What is that? I got it. Ah, he goes right through his hand. Damn it, it's moving too fast. New protocols received. Processing. Recalibrating mission. Ion targeted. Ion captured. Prepare to transport sentient being. Ah, Kyle. Boom. And it just explodes off of Oa and past the Green Lantern battery, or through the Green Lantern battery. The Antimatter Universe. Space Sector -1. The planet Quard. Where? Warning, Ion has regained consciousness. Irrelevant, Kyle Rayner must be delivered. I don't think so. You surprised me once, not gonna do it again. Warning, Ion overriding fear. My God. Quardians, dozens of them, all dead, but why? For pleasure. Shut up. To instill fear, order. To instill fear is to instill order. So it's been a long time since I read this, so. Our order. And we have a whole freaking Sinestro Corps that didn't exist before now. Look at all these. Yeah, some of these guys are pretty scary looking, huh? There's a guy that's see-through. I don't know. Some of these guys, no wonder they're freaking. This one guy looks like a version of the Green Goblin. There's evil Santa Claus right here. There's messed up bat face, a devil-looking guy. Where's Sinestro? The Guardians had billions of years to bring order to the universe. They failed. Now it's our turn to spread our light. Our turn to take control. We will drive fear into the hearts of those who worship chaos, who would worship chaos. But first, we burn those who stand in our way. Hal, you guys hear me? Hal Jordan cannot hear you, Kyle, but we can. Oh man, blank me. Where did the torchbearer go? We need Ion. What happened to him? Calm down, rookies. Get your asses back inside. Kyle's body unraveled when that yellow light washed over him. His body's peeled away, his bones separated. I saw the same thing with Sinestro and Amon Sur. Traces of antimatter detected. Residual energy signature confirms a 96. Confirms that 1963. The suspect escaped into the extra-dimensional vortex. I'd guess that yellow light unzips the molecules before they're transported to the antimatter universe. What's the antimatter universe? Antimatter universe, a negative coeval universe on the underside of ours. Wow, you learn something new on Oa every day, and a yellow ring goes right through his head. Everybody inside, we've got a sniper. I guess it wasn't a... And keep your heads down, stay on Oa. Hey guys, we've got incoming. For Sinestro, for fear. Boom, boom, boom. Choom. And they start attacking the Green Lantern core. Boo. She kind of reminds her face, this woman's face reminds me of the Titans on the Attack on Titan. I like the colors, guys. Very disco. You were the first Green Lantern to disgrace me, Kyle Rayner. You disgraced yourself, Amon. Your dad was one of the most respected lanterns who ever lived, and couldn't even get his ring to spark. I found my own light. I faced my own fears. Now you'll face yours. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not talking about me. Wham! It's good to see you, Kyle. I'm not afraid of you either, Egghead. You don't need to be afraid of me. Hi! What you feel right now is pain, but you will feel fear. Like the rest of the Green Lanterns. Ring status report. Green Lantern 1416 deceased. Space sector scan 1416 for replacement. Sentient initiated. And John Stewart, he initiates he summons a Green Lantern, a sniper rifle out of green light. Damn it! Where are you? Where are you? And he sees the yellow lantern, and he takes aim and fires. This is some kind of insect sniper. This is our house, poozers. Let's show them the way out. So we got Kilowog here, and get lost, mutt. Some dogs that have been summoned by one of the Sinestro Corps. Don't you hurt them. Snipers down. I'm going to neutralize those dogs. I saw a stream of them fly south of here. Down. Ring status report. Green Lantern 185 deceased. Space sector scan for replacement sentient initiated. Ring status reported. Green Lantern 2 deceased. Space sector 2 scan for replacement sentient initiated. Ring status report. Green Lantern 3202 deceased. Space sector 3202 scan for replacement sentient initiated. Ring status report. Green Lantern 80 deceased. Scan space sectors 80 scan for replacement sentient initiated. Ring status report. Green Lantern 766 deceased. Space sector 766 scan for replacement sentient initiated. Ring status report. Green Lantern 2804 deceased. Space sector 2804 scan for replacement sentient initiated. Bunch of Green Lanterns just freaking bit the dust here. That ain't good. That's the understatement of the year. Boosh. What the hell was that? It comes from the science cells. I think someone just put a big fire out. Oh crap! The big green cell is opened up. We'll have the most powerful instigators of terror on our side. It doesn't matter who's on your team. They're going to stop. They're going to stop them. Who is your fellow Earth? Who is your fellow Earthman? The angry Jon Stewart, the dim Guy Gardner, the thrill-craving Hal Jordan. I have no doubt those apes, along with the rest of the Corps, will try. But tell me, Alley Rat, do you really believe fear can be eradicated? As long as there is life, there will be fear, and you will never be rid of it. The Guardians of the Universe turned their back on emotions out of fear. They have attempted to imprison Parallax in order to capture and control fear, while their entity roamed free. Inside you, what are you talking about? You are not Ion, Kyle Rayner. You are simply the host for it, just as Hal Jordan was the host for Parallax. But where the living embodiment of fear controls, the living embodiment of willpower simply supports. Of course, that means in itself Ion is powerful, but only as long as it has a host to live within. And he yanks Ion out of Kyle Rayner. Not of you. I told you I would take your heart. Are you afraid yet, Alley Rat? Not of you. You said that. But what of the other things? We are both aware that Earth's medicine is primitive. I know it couldn't save your mother, even as she breathed her last painful breath. But at least, unlike your girlfriend, who was folded into the refrigerator, the mysterious disease that ended her life couldn't be blamed on you. And as much as you hated to even think that, I know you did. You are only human after all. Of course, you are also wrong. Your mother's death is on your head. No. His name is Despolidius, a living virus. He's killed dozens of worlds, billions of beings, including the cow that spawned you. Dang, Sinestro's a shit talker, isn't he? It ends as it began. The death of a loved one is your fault. You son of a bitch. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to put an end to your insanity. The power rings won't allow you to kill. A Green Lantern is an empty threat. Are you frightened yet? Are you frightened of which one of your loved ones will perish next? Perish because of your dedication to the group of Guardians who don't even know what love means? Are you afraid? He's starting to cry. Oh, because Sinestro's getting in his head. Yes, you are. You are ready now. And he throws him into the Yellow Lantern battery for Parallax. Parallax looks like a giant bat. Yellow bat. Stay the hell away from me. Yeah! Welcome, Kyle Rayner of Earth, to my Sinestro Corps. Cool. He looks evil now, doesn't he? So, if he's Sinestro Corps, why is he green and not yellow? When do I get to kick the old man's ass? Soon, Parallax. We all get what we want soon. This is our rebirth. Can you feel it, Said? It's happening now. A cold wave across the emotional spectrum, which our fellow Guardians will again ignore. With the rebirth of the multiverse comes the return of something else, and I fear what that is. The last of your heralds has been born, my guardian. The other two freed from the science cells of Oa and delivered to you. My core is ready. As am I, the Anti-Monitor. Then we have you see that the manhunters are putting the cyborg Superman back together, and this kid with his hands holding in front of him, that's Superboy Prime, the last survivor of from the one of the final survivors of Crisis on Multiple Earths, or Crisis on Infinite Earths rather. What does Hal Jordan fear? Find out in Sinestro Corps. Continued in Green Lantern number 21. The planet Quard, center of the antimatter universe, home of the Sinestro Corps, the archive tower. The war has begun, and yet you are still here? Awaiting a final tale, I suppose? Then I, Lissa Drac, keeper of the Book of Parallax, shall share one that few know in full, a tale of a being who chained me to this blessed book, a tale that exposes the Green Lantern Corps for the hypocrites that they truly are, a tale of the greatest Green Lantern who ever lived, and how he was exiled out of jealousy and fear. This is the tale of Sinestro. But I still don't understand the reasoning behind this, Ganthet. Kilowog has already trained this rookie, has he not? Yes, Sinestro, but this one needs more. He needs more. And what if chaos arises in Sector 1417 while I am away, then? Your sector has been free of chaos for years, Sinestro. Perhaps you should bring the new recruit there to see the exemplary work you have accomplished. Perhaps. The tales of the Sinestro Corps, the greatest one. Once the greatest again. I see no spaceports, no ships of any kind. Terrestrial technology has yet to allow them to venture past their moon. And is it true there is still war among the inhabitants of this planet? There are currently 145 skirmishes along political borders. Political borders? What kind of backward world is this? Sinestro was prepared to sacrifice the safety of his own sector for the future of the sector that needed help. That's how much he respected his fellow officers. So you got to remember who's telling this tale, and it's kind of a slanted version of what really happened. No matter who they are. Well, Hal, what are you? He does a flyby upside down, asking her for dinner. Like she could read that sign when he's flying upside down. At no matter, even if he was flying at slow speed, she wouldn't be able to see it. Yes, all right, dinner. But finish the damn test flight. Roger that, boss. What is that imbecile doing? Flying without a power ring. Without his ring, locate his power ring. Located in a locker within the limited flight facility below. This maverick needs a lesson in responsibility. Bring his ring to me. Ferris wants that one precise. Jordan, we're about robust trajectory. Tracking today, not split S maneuvers. It was just loosening up, Tower. Data feed begins now. Copy that, Tower. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, I've got something at 12 o'clock. Thought I was up alone up here. Nothing on your screen, are you sure? Do you have his ring? Yes. Jordan. Come in, Jordan. Put it on him now. Boom! Green Lantern of Sector 2814. You are wasting time. What are you doing? Who the hell are you? I am Sinestro. Green Lantern of Sector 1417. Many believe they disliked each other in the beginning. Is that supposed to impress me? Many believe that the initial meeting between these two is what led to their ultimate fate of Sinestro and the Green Lantern Corps. But they could not be more wrong. If I had not brought you your ring, you would have died, and you would have been a murderer. Why would you even fly without your ring? I forgot it. Somehow I doubt that. Fine, lesson learned. Can you go now? I've had all the training I need. Kilowog taught me how to ring sling. Salak had made me test the charging limitations, and Tomar Ray warned me about the yellow impurity. Of course, no one can actually tell me what that is or why it's there. I don't even know what. That doesn't even make any sense. Yellow? Huh? What? I've been attempting to seek the truth about the yellow impurity for years. I was suspended after accusing the Guardians of putting it there themselves. I see now why Gantha has brought me to you. You question everything and everyone, don't you? I do too. Down there. Did you know him? Abin Sur was my mentor. I suppose I questioned him and disrespected him as much as you do me. He showed me how to temper that and why it was necessary for a member of the Green Lantern Corps. So he told you to shut up and play the good soldier? Of course not. I am an individualistic thinker rather, as you are. I'd never belonged to a group like that, the Corps before, so I had never learned how to trust the beings around me. In part, that's where my questioning came from. He helped me learn to trust in my fellow corpsmen. Thankfully, it didn't change my drive to seek the truth or my determination to argue against the theologies or I disagree with. Then what did it help you do? Trusting others, helping make me more content. The Guardians have sent me here to give back what Abin Sur gave me. Again, Abin Sur was the first member of the Corps I trusted with my life. Perhaps I can be that to you. Sinestro spent weeks with Hal Jordan in Sector 2814. He left considering Jordan a friend. In the end, much to his surprise, Sinestro trusted Hal Jordan, as did Abin Sur. But months later, after visiting Koregar, Hal Jordan saw a world he couldn't understand, a world free of crime and war. He proclaimed that Koregar embraced Sinestro's order only out of fear. He ignorantly labeled Sinestro's rule militant and oppressive. He accused Sinestro of the worst crime imaginable among the Green Lantern Corps, instilling great fear. Despite Sinestro's protest about the true nature behind the society of Koregar, his ring was taken, and he was exiled to the antimatter universe. It was here on Quard that Sinestro forged a new ring. It was here that Sinestro would return years later after Hal Jordan's rebirth. It was here that Sinestro would come face to face with the being who had instilled great fear more than any other, the Anti-Monitor. He became the guardian of fear, fueling Sinestro's ideology and core, the most terrifying individuals in all the universe, united with one purpose. But know this, dread listener, this is not a tale of revenge against the Green Lantern Corps, as Hal Jordan would have you believe. This is a tale of change, a tale of how what seemed to be the worst of intentions can actually be the best. Sinestro was once the greatest Green Lantern in the universe, and he will be again, even if no one knows it. Learn the future of Koregar in Green Lantern Corps number 14. And we have the Flash dead, or passed out or something. So DC Nation. And so, as I said, this came out in 2007. So we see some ads for comics in it back from then. Amazon's Attack number 3. I don't remember what that was about. Countdown number 44. That was Countdown to Infinite Crisis. It came out. It started counting down backwards from 52 to 0, beginning the end of beginning the new Infinite Crisis, which would end up creating the the new DC universe, and then the Sinestro Corps number 1, which is what we just got through reading, and that's the people that made this scan this, and so that's the end of this is the end of the first part of the Sinestro Corps War, the Sinestro Corps Special. I know I didn't do as much commentary as I did in some of the other ones, but but you know, the stories were like really engrossing and stuff, and this stuff is fairly recent compared to the X-Men that I've been doing. But I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys like this. I want to go into the second part of this. I might do 2 or 3 parts of this and then go back into the X-Men, because I really want you guys to hear about the dire wraiths. So I just want to tell you guys, have a good night, and keep nerdy, and don't let anyone nerd-splain to you. I'm going to do a special video on what I call nerd-splaining pretty soon. And if you don't know what nerd-splaining is, I'll tell it to you without nerd-splaining it to you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.